It is November something, early November. It's brutally cold out, about 56 degrees. And it's actually kind of nice to put up Christmas decorations in. But as you can see behind me, all the Halloween decorations are pretty much done, with the exception of taking the pumpkins down out of this tree. Let's spin you around. So we're trying to find a solution on what to do to replace the pumpkins, and I wanted something about the same size, and I ordered these online, and I could have swore in the description it said that they were 18 inches long, but these are more like 8 inches long. So these are what's going to replace the pumpkins this year. I think they look okay, but I just wish they were bigger.
That's what she said.
Now these came with C7 bulbs inside, and it was like a strand of, like 2 strands of 8. So I've taken the cords out, and basically what I'm doing is, I'll actually show you. I've already done it on this one. I'll climb up the ladder here. So I'm taking 5 bulbs off the bottom, basically, and shoving them inside the light bulb. So it'll be able to light up the bulb. And then just using the little cap piece that came with it to hold it into place. So that should light up. There is a little drain hole in the bottom of these already pre-drilled. So if water gets in there, it should drain with no problem. Like I said, it's a little bit smaller than I wanted, but it'll do for this year. And who knows, depending on if we find anything else, I might add something to it. Maybe, I don't know, I'm thinking a ribbon or something, but I guess we'll see if we do anything. But we'll get them all swapped out here real quick, and then take a look. There's 4 different colors, and I'm just trying to space them out so I don't really have a lot of color, the colors next to each other. I'm gonna get all these pumpkins down and put all the light bulbs up. First project of the day. And just like that, the conversion's done. 16 light bulbs switched out. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I wish they were bigger. And I've got one that gets caught up on that branch right there, so I might have to do something with that. But it's nice. It's subtle, but still unique. Alright, we got tons of other projects to do, so off to the next one. Alright, well, we're going through some lights that I purchased off another guy that's no longer doing Christmas. And he's a big fan, apparently, of taping his ends together. Now, I'm not, and I'll explain to you why. These things are rated for outdoor use, so they're designed to be in moisture and rain and things like that. And for example, taping this together, you know that there's a plug on this side, right? And I guess the idea, and I may be wrong, this is my theory, the idea is to tape this over so water can't get into it and possibly shorten pop breakers and things like that. However, what about that hole right there? What about that hole right there? Okay, these plugs and stuff they're not watertight except for where they plug in. So in my theory, my thought is water's going to get into this regardless of whether it's taped or not. And if it's taped up like this, you're actually preventing the water from getting out. So whether it is just to breathe or to evaporate, here in Florida it's very humid. Every morning everything is covered in water. So if you cover this up and there's water that gets into these, the tape only prevents it from breathing and drying out. So in my opinion, it's actually making it worse. Also, when you rip this tape off after a year or two, because you need to, this tape together, if I need to separate this and use it somewhere else, then now everything is sticky and it's just a mess. So my opinion is they're designed to be open and they're designed to be outdoors. So don't tape them up. I think you're wasting your time, and you're possibly even doing more damage than good. So that's my 2 cents on taping ends Christmas lights. So I say don't do it. Well, it is the next day, and even though I didn't record it, we just put some garland and lights up over the garage, which is going to be where the projector is, over the door, front door, windows, and did a lot of work inside. But we got these little bows here to cover up the gap because the garland was about 6 inches too short to go all the way around the window. Our next project is we bought some wood stakes right here, and we will be making a fence around the yard. So this fence is going to be part of the show. It's going to be a total of 8 channels, and my initial estimates is each section is going to be 15 feet long. So I'm going to put a stake in the middle, so it's going to be basically a stake every 7.5 feet, and it goes all the way around from behind the tree there where the fence is, all the way around to here close to the grate driveway. Also bought some candy canes to go up the driveway, so we're going to be doing that as well today. But I got my measuring tape and my hammers are over there, and we'll go ahead and get these stakes in line, and maybe we'll go ahead and light it up and get it strung. So that's what we're working on. Okay, well, we got the fence built, you can see. Now let's try to, it starts, well, regardless of whether it starts from this pole here to that pole is one channel. So all these lights here are one channel, and I got it going all the way across, coming down, and then what I did is I tightened the other piece, the other plug there. I went to the very end and started there. That's the female end. So I started with the male and went all the way up and over, and then over here on the second strand, the female end, I went up, down, over, up, down, over, and did all the extra that was in the slack over in here. And I know that sounds strange, but it was the Beth. I had too many lights, so I wanted to make sure it was somewhat symmetric and equal. All the extra lights for this section, which there wasn't much, maybe 5 extra light bulbs, were basically just on that pole right there. And then I went to the Dollar Tree store, and I got these holiday decorations. And I've got 4 different ones, and I just alternate them through. And it's gonna kind of, I mean, the truck here doesn't really hide a whole lot, but all the other ones. And if I would have thought about that, I probably wouldn't have got the truck. But the elf, and the Christmas tree, and the Santa hat kind of all hide the extra wires in there. But I also had to, on both ends, come down just to pick up the slack. Obviously the light's pulling this way, just wanting to pull that stake that way. So I put a guy over here and one on the far end as well. So that's all done. It's not completely wired to a box, but it's all ready to go. The next step will be to install the candy canes that we got. So bought these at Walmart, and they're just red and white they're jumbo candy canes, 46 inch. Now these were $3 a piece, and I will put some lights on it. And I've got 8 of the red and white, 8 of the red and green, just because I didn't have 16 of the red and white. And I might be putting red and white lights on these and red and green lights on the red and green ones, or I might just wrap them in white lights. It all depends if I have enough strands of colored lights, red ones and or green ones. So I'm going to stake these into the ground. They're just basically pieces of PVC. It didn't come with any kind of stakes or anything, so what I have here is, I had some of this left over. It's what size is this? 1/2 inch thin wall, and just by chance it fits inside this. It fits pretty tight. It's pretty tight fit, but it fits in there. So I'm going to go and stake these down to the ground, leaving just a little bit up, out of the ground, and then we put the candy canes over top of them, and this should be a tight enough fit to keep them from spinning or leaning or whatever, and then we'll run some lights to it. So I'm going to mark these out and get them up. Oh, man, it's bright out here. Alright, I'm using this time because I have some video earlier from last weekend that I'm going to go ahead and edit, and then I'm working on today. It's Veterans Day and I've got the day off, so I'm going to be working today on getting some stuff out. But I'm going to use this quick clip to end the previous video and kind of tell you what we're working on the next video. Flip you around. Alright, so I'm honestly not sure if I showed you all this, which I think I did, but got the candy canes on both sides. We're going to be wrapping, I think we're going to definitely be doing the red and white on the red and white candy canes, red and green on red and green candy canes. Should have enough red strands to do that. With one minor adjustment, the palm tree was supposed to be wrapped with red and white, but it's going to be blue and white, just because I have a ton of blue lights and really no need for them, and I need more red lights over in the driveway, so I'll be taking care of that. So that's in the coming up video. We're going to be wrapping those. We're also going to be wrapping the palm tree, so you get to see how I do that. But I want to make sure you guys like and subscribe, because there's plenty more videos to come. This weekend we're going to be going up to, and probably going to make a video of this as well, but we're going to go up to Universal to do their holiday show. So expect that video probably next week, along with the video we're going to be putting together today. And I don't know, we got plenty of stuff still to come. Appreciate you guys watching.